Course maker. The idea I had was for a castle in the sky kind of level with a bunch of warp doors and stuff. So let's go to, not Mario World, let's go to Mario 3. Because that's the typical castle kind of level. I don't think I'm going to make a move, though. Alright, we got 7 viewers. Thank you guys so much. It's awesome. It always amazes me when people actually watch. You guys are awesome. Let's see, how long do we want this to be? I like this kind of electronic music in the background here. Okay, so I didn't have too much of this drawn out already. I had a few things, so I'm just going to block those out real quick. What kind of blocks do we want? We want ship blocks, which are... what? These, right? This might look weird. Or I guess I wanted... it was a castle, right? So we'll have it on... yeah, that makes sense. We'll have it on the ship background, but it's going to be a castle. So that makes... sort of makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I had the... I'm actually not going to extend the starting area any more than that. We're going to do this. I don't know how castle-like this is going to look, but... okay. This is what I was doing. I actually want this to be thinner, so it looks more symmetrical. There we go. Let's put this here. I promise this is going to make sense in a little while. It's not a typical kind of level, but at least I think it's going to make sense. And then we're going to put a vine in here. Oh, I have to dictate how long it is first, I think. Well, let me test this. Okay. It just grows forever no matter what. So that's fine. Okay. And then up here... oh, we don't want that. We want these again. I think the vine will go this tall. Yeah, I like to draw out at least the rough idea of my levels on graph paper first, so I kind of have something to go off of, and it seems like it's worked out for me for the most part. Although a lot of my levels I've just made from complete scratch. And I put a Goomba in here just for funsies. And then we put a warp door. And that's going to connect down here. We need to wall that off again. Okay, let's save it real quick. We're going down all the way to World 7. What do we name this? I'm just going to call it Sky Castle for now. Good enough. Okay, so we got a new save. Okay, and then I wanted the next warp to be here. Putting that there. I'm losing my graph paper here. It's alright, I won't need it for too much longer. Where'd we go? Okay. Last one was here. And then I'm going to build a bigger part of the castle over here. Let me see for a sec. Okay, and this part is actually going to look more castle-like. I think we can make these look more castle-like with these. I don't even remember what these are called. But you guys know what I mean. So let's just make sure our vine goes all the way to the top. Cool. Good enough. So that'll take us here. That'll take us here. And then we go to the next part, which is going to be a bigger section. And I'll take up more of the screen here. Let's start here. Just drag this down. I feel like Bob Ross now. Let's make some happy little enemies, I guess. I don't know. I should make it like a Bob Ross style Mario Maker channel, basically. It's not a bad idea. Don't steal it. No, I'm sure somebody has done it already. This might be a little big, actually. Yeah, I think I wanted it to be a little smaller. Let's do this. This is okay. And then... Do you just call them, like, the turrets of a castle? I don't even know what you call them. Like, the blocks sticking out of the top of a castle. I think those are meant for, like, defense. So that the archers could shoot through the holes or something. I don't even know. Somebody who majored in medieval history will have to tell me. Okay, and then I put a bigger layer at the bottom. And then we're going to have you run through part of this castle here. And it's going to be a little longer than I drew out, but I think this is going to work better. Yeah, this makes more sense. Let's make sure this is kind of symmetrical. Need another block over here. There we go. I hope you guys caught the... Oh, we actually already have the warp door. I hope you guys caught the Bob Ross Marathon on Twitch. Are you taking viewer levels? Yeah, if you guys want me to play something, absolutely post it in the chat, and I will play it quick. We'll take a little... I could even take a little break from making this level and go play one of your guys's. Thank you very much for watching, Tetranomic, by the way. I don't think I've seen you on stream before, so... Much appreciated. But if you have a good level that you want me to check out, I'm always interested in playing well thought out levels, for sure. Okay. Or we don't want this door here. We actually want it up here. Well, we could start out at the bottom, but I kind of like running into the castle instead. And then, what do we do from here? We could put a pipe here, or we could use our last door, because you only get 4 warp doors, I believe. 4 sets of warp doors. Mandatory Vault Tech exercise. Oh, that sounds awesome. I'm going to try that right now. So let's put a hold on this. If it's a Fallout-themed level, I'm already hyped, because I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4. Not nearly as much as some people, but enough, I think.
Okay.
I'm not even referring to you. I'm referring to people that, like, mainlined the story on day 1 and have probably 200 hours in it by now or something. I like that it shows our level in the start screen now. We want play. And course world. In case of a nuclear apocalypse, your future depends on your performance in the level. Wow. No pressure. Courses. How do we look that up again? Search? Yes. Okay, 5D, 3D. I'll be sure to put this in the comments as well. Or the description on the YouTube video. So if anybody else wants to check out your level, people will be able to do that. 0777. Alright, searching. Nice. Vault 111 by Ethan. Doesn't look like anybody's played it so far. That's sad. Let's do it, though. Vault 111. Just like in Fallout 4. Very cool. Yeah, it is a vault. I like that. Super scary. Oh no! I'm just getting freaked out constantly. I'm assuming that was like that this is supposed to be like the nuclear bombs going off. That's awesome. 111, I like it. And now we are Mega Man, of course, because we look like a vault dweller. Very cool. That's so spooky. Are those supposed to be ghouls? Okay, we come out on the other side. Not so spooky anymore. Nice. I like it. That was cool. Very neat. If any of you guys have any levels that you've made yourself that you want to put in the chat or the video description if you're watching in YouTube, please do, because I definitely want to play those. It's very awesome. Oh, I want to give you a star as well. Did I start? There we go. Cool. I think I gave you a star. Meant to be more of a cinematic level. Yeah, I definitely tell it's more about the feel than the game design. But that was cool. Absolutely. I think cinematic levels can work really well too if they're done well, and I think that was one of the better ones. So where do we go from now? I don't have anything else planned out, so I guess we're going to put our last warp door here. Always need to block this off. Or should we move it over? It looks a little tight when it's next to the wall, so I'm going to move it over a square. Okay. I just compulsively save all the time. We have a few options here. The castle segments have gotten kind of progressively more complicated. So let's continue with that theme, I think. And we'll start like up here, real high. And we'll expand on the visuals of the castle as well. And make this a larger segment. Actually, we can space these out a little bit more, I think. Yeah, so this will be like twice as big. Okay. Let's see, do we have enough space to jump here? Just barely. Yeah, I don't know if I like it being all the way up at the top. Doesn't give you a lot of room to see. We can see the other castle segment from here, and I think that's a good thing. So we can see where we came from. What about over here? We can sort of make out another castle. We don't want to be able to jump to it, though, so we have to move this over. Absolutely. I do want to kind of be able to see it, though. But I don't want to tempt the player to try to jump, either. Yeah, I'm just going to move it over. Oh, maybe I do. I don't know. We'll leave it here for now. Although it's kind of hard to move later. I don't know. I'm going to move it over. And this should feel a little better. It's not so tight. Yeah, this is fine, I think. Okay. Put this here. Oop. Okay, this feels big enough, I think. Let's do one more. Just to make it feel really grandiose or large. I don't know. So we could put a pipe here. I think that could be cool. We just kind of block out the rest of this castle segment, and then it's like you're going into the depths of the castle here. So we've already seen running through a smaller segment, so I'm just going to block this out real quick. We can kind of copy-paste this stuff if we make a solid segment here. I'm doing this a little faster than I normally do my levels because I don't want you guys to be here for 3 hours while I'm making this, but it does take some time to get these things right. I'd be interested to see how fast Panga makes his levels. I know they probably take a very long time. So we need to select them all first. That's good enough. And then we copy, drag up here. Good enough. There we go. Okay. Save again. It's not a bad background choice either for the level. I always like to get a good screenshot for the level so people kind of know what they're getting into. They can always see the overall map, but it's a little hard to make out the details. So now you'll go into this bigger castle segment, and then we'll put a warp pipe here. Let's say, how far down do we want it to go? Maybe not that far. Maybe just right here, actually. Let's do... Maybe we'll just put it right there. I'm not crazy about it. It looks kind of weird. I do think I want it off the player's screen. So maybe something like this. Yeah, that kind of makes more sense, I think. Maybe we can put some connecting pipes to it to make it look like it's going deeper into the castle. Yeah, thanks, Pi. I'm excited about this level too. I think it's going to turn out pretty cool if we can do it right. So how far down can we see exactly? From here, if we obviously if we fall, then we can see the whole thing, but so we kind of have to make it make sense from any angle. Can't hide too many details here. I'm gonna try maybe like this. Oops. And connect it over maybe this way. I don't know, just for some more... I don't know, it's purely aesthetic at this point, I think. Just for more things going on at this point. So we can kind of see this, I think. No, we can't. I'm going to move it up. I get really picky about these small details, but I think they do matter. Okay. So we'll move this up so it's connected completely. Put that there. Then I'm going to have this stretch all the way from the side. Oh, we can have it overlaid. Or, I don't know what I like better. This kind of looks... This looks bad. Yeah, I think that I like this the best. But there's no good way to make these look connected, I don't think. I don't know. Can we see this from here? We can see this. That's kind of cool. And then you're like expecting the pipe to end up here. So there's a little bit of drama built up as you exit the door. Then you can see the pipe below and you're like, why is that there? And then you're like, oh, guess we gotta go inside the castle. Okay, so we gotta drag Mario into here. Now, I don't want this to be in the sky. Sorry, I'm wiping spit off my screen. Gross, I know. Let's see. Let's put this where... well, we want it in the castle, right? I guess. Sorry, that eraser sound is annoying. So we'll go all the way back. And we'll put this kind of at the top. And you'll kind of be spit out where... Maybe here. I don't think that's too bad. We'll use some of... Where are the good... These are the castle blocks, right? The default ones? Yeah. I want this to look a little bit more organic at the beginning. Okay. That's kind of cool. I don't like that block there. Maybe like this? I always like these kind of staggered entrances here. Yeah, that's not bad. I'm okay with that. We'll go with that. Okay, so we're standing here. I don't want to see too much space underneath, but I think that's okay. So this is kind of going to be the meat of our level, I guess. I'm going to see how much room we have up top first. So then we have like half of the screen left. I think I'm going to drag the end over. Not too far though. We can't jump to it. Or we can't have the player jumping to the end without going through the castle, so... We're definitely not going to put a cloud here. Okay, so that's plenty far. I guess we don't have to drag him through every time. You can just hit this button down here that I seem to forget about sometimes. Okay, we'll save. Where do we want to go next? I like this, I like that little, I don't know what you call it, chain. But I don't want it there. Now we can really do anything we want, I guess. I'm going to kind of stick with our going down theme. Like, back and forth, I guess. So a little more maze-like. Well, maybe not a maze, but we're working back and forth. So we'll put our wall here. And do I want the lava? Let's keep the lava for now. Doesn't make a ton of sense. I wish I could block it off. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there for now. Whatever. It's Mario. It doesn't have to make sense. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to have the player have to avoid the lava or not. Probably not, I don't think. But maybe. Let's do this. And I'll just put a bunch of layers that do some cooler things. And maybe we'll have you work it. Oop. Hit the play button there. I need to fill in that block. Huh. I've never had to fill in that block before. Can we drag it over? There we go. And then maybe after this, we will come out this side and like go up and do something over here. I'm kind of into that. Oop. I was gonna erase that, but I don't know. So this is a 3 wide path. Let's do 3 down. Just kind of being really messy here. It's kind of neat. I don't know if I'm being too repetitive here, but I'm okay with that. We obviously haven't placed any obstacles or enemies yet. We're just kind of blocking out the really basic level design here, and then we'll have more fun with it after we get the layout. I'm going to do a 3 wide here as well, so it looks more uniform. Again, I just said that we might have the player avoid the lava, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's okay. And you want to keep with this theme, so move this over. Let's do this instead. Nice. There we go. And then we want this pipe to go here. I think. I don't know. Again, I'm so picky about how it looks, but... Okay. That's fair. Nice. Where do we go from here? So now we're going to get a little crazy. Do something a little unexpected, because I think the player is kind of expecting what's going on here, and this needs to be like this. Okay. Maybe we'll do it like a chase sequence here. Not sure. I definitely want like a platforming section here, though. Let's do some of these semi-solid platforms, which is probably my favorite phrase in the game. It's a very interesting word for it. I wonder if that's what Nintendo called these before they made Mario Maker, if it's just something they came up to describe that kind of platform. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like the technical name for it, I guess. I had never heard of that before. Semi-solid platforms. Copy. We're gonna do 3 wide. Okay, let's play through what we've done so far, just to kind of get the feel of everything first. So there's a little build up here. I still like the Goomba in the entrance. So right away I'm feeling like putting a mushroom and this one. And then putting some coins in this area. Something like that. That's kind of cool. It looks like a block. Okay. Let's try it again. I like this so far. I like the kind of ominous music going on. So we would pick up that mushroom if you saw it. You can run over the top. I don't know what we're going to put in there yet. Now we're in this larger section. And that takes us into the main castle. Okay, cool. I'm wondering if we want these smaller pieces to be connected, at least in some way. I kind of like how disjointed they are, though. I'm not sure. What happens if we put a scroll effect on here? Just for fun. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Not sure. Okay. So this will take you here. Just gonna put semi-solid platforms of varying sizes here. It's a solid platform. Can we make that jump? No. That's not bad. I think we can make that, though. Yes. It's a pretty tough jump, though. I'll probably put a helper block in between or something. I'm gonna move it over a little bit. Neat. Now the lava does come into play here, and I kind of like that. So we can utilize the lava for the platforming section. That's okay. And we could make this a challenge to get through the bottom layer. I probably will. I don't know. These kind of look like castles too, like towers. Let's see. Castles need cannons, I think. Cannons are smart. Cannons and bullet bills, I think, is what we're going to use. Maybe a chain jump or two. Probably bombs. What else? I don't like music blocks right now. Oh, getting indecisive at the end here. I don't want this to be too long. Let's do a harder section at the end. We'll put some fire jets. Okay, then you come down here. Have to make your way through the fire jets. And it's not going to be just this. I'm going to put some helper things here. Because I don't think it's possible to make it through without killing yourself. Yeah, the timing is really tough. Let's see how long it takes for them to go away. Okay. Are they gonna come back? Okay. That doesn't take too long, but I don't know how hard I want to make that. So let's see how far we can get. We can make it about 5 fire jets, and that's me. So I'm assuming an average person is going to make it through about 3 of these. So I'm going to put like a cloud here. Maybe not a cloud. Cloud doesn't really fit what we've been doing. Let's just put some regular old blocks here. Maybe some more over here. Okay. Lots of fire going on. And then after that, more fire jets, I think. Because people love fire jets, right? Let's do this. I want to make a thinner semi-solid platform, but I think we can make this jump. Yeah, it's pretty simple. So not much use for that fire jet, actually. What do I want to do? These are all... there's 4 squares between them all. Let's do this. This isn't too bad of a jump, I don't think. Oh, it is if you fall in the lava immediately. Yeah, it's a little difficult. Especially with the thin platform. Oh, I meant to save here. Yeah, I don't like this too much. I might actually put a cloud here. I don't know. Or we could just do another block. Put this here. That's not too bad. Okay. So let's see how hard it is to jump between these fire jets just on their own. This might be a little too difficult. That's not too bad, I don't think. I mean, you have to be really good at jumping on 1 block at a time. Maybe I'll put 2 fire jets next to each other. That seems like a better idea. Something like this. Oh. Yeah, I think I like that better. It's a little easier. Oh. I just go too early. You really do have a lot more time than I thought you did, waiting for these fire jets to go away, so... Nice. Now I don't like the spacing. But I guess that's okay. Maybe something like this. So it's uniform. Okay. And I think I'm going to raise these up a little. So you still have to avoid them. And then we will do an exit pipe here. Maybe about here. Something like that. Cool. Let's do this. Okay. I guess we don't really need the semi-solid platform there anymore. Maybe we'll put a jump here. Yeah, I kind of like a jump being there better. We have to make this a little longer. But that's okay. I wish I could get rid of the lava whenever I wanted, but can't really do that, unfortunately. What's going to be a climactic jump here? Yeah, I did like that. And then we'll have to like jump from... Yeah, now we can do the singles, I think. So like here and here. That's going to be a little difficult, but I think by that time you'll have mastered it, I hope. Oh, then we need to move the pipe. Something like here. That's a little mean. Okay. I do like this. Yeah, I wish you could put blocks over the fire, but whatever. Just put them all the way up to the ceiling. Let's put these on the bottom layer too. Just so it looks like the castle isn't floating inside itself. Even though it is floating in the sky, presumably. Okay, we gotta make these couple jumps here. That's fine. Let's get the arc. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's look at Mario's jump here. Okay. Put some coins here. And here. That doesn't look too bad. Easy peasy. Alright, and then we have to take this pipe out. There we go. So then we're going to put our exit pipe near the end. And let's do that. Should we end up in the sky again? I don't know if I can do that. We have to put our pipe somewhere first. Yes, we can. Okay. So let's end up in the sky. So raise that all the way up. And we'll come out where? Maybe at the bottom of this? Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, I want that to be reversed. There we go. So we'll put this here. So obviously we're packing a lot more into this kind of tiny space, but you can imagine going through a castle there. Now I'm wondering if we want that there, actually. I think we do, but we can move this a lot closer. Not going to use so much space. Let's drag it this way. I don't want to overwrite what we've done, though. I think this is okay. Then we'll put some smaller, like castle-like platforms here. But we can't let the player jump to them from the big castle, huh? I'm not sure. And everybody has left, it looks like. Oh well. Except for Lori, who I think is watching Xbox. That's fine. We're going to finish this level on stream, whether you guys like it or not, because I'm probably going to post this to YouTube anyway. We need another layer. Make that look uniform. Yeah, I was a little hesitant about making levels on stream because it's not that exciting, but... oh well. It's an experiment. How far can we jump? What do we do here? Maybe we give them a cloud at the end. So where you take our Lakitu, we'll put a cloud here. Now we have to make sure we can't jump to it from here, which I don't think is possible. It might be. Oh, I don't want the scroll effect anymore. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. Okay. So I'm going to move this over here. And maybe we'll just make the outer edges a little bit wider by 1 block, so to make sure that the player can't jump and get this cloud without going through the castle. At least you'd really have to try, I think. I don't think you can do it. Yeah, so we'll end up here. Now you definitely can't, so let me fly up. There. What are we going to put in the way? Can't put platforms. We can't put enemies that are going to serve as platforms for the player. Anyway, they're going to use them that way. So I'm thinking we can put a bunch of coins. Just kind of randomly around. kind of a reward for the player to get through to the end. It's not a huge reward anymore because coins don't matter that much, but in Mario Maker at least. Yeah, this is fine. You can fly around and collect all the coins that you want, at least until the cloud runs out. That's fine. Kind of avoiding the direct path here. But we will put some along the path. Try and make this a little chaotic. I hope this isn't going to look too inviting to the player from this side, but I don't think so. Well, it might actually. Yeah. Players might try to do that, but they're going to immediately find out that you can't, so whatever. It's not too bad, I don't think. We could put an arrow there, but it's so obvious that that pipe is going to work. I don't think we really need to. Let's do instead, save. I'm gonna move my graph paper. What do we do now? Could make like a coin castle type thing, but that's okay. Let's go back to the interior. Then we have to do a lot more with this. This ending part I think is okay. We can put some enemies in the middle. I'm more interested in doing something with this area. So maybe we'll put like a giant chain chomp here that chases you. Because I did like that idea that we saw in Now's levels. So let's test it here. And maybe we want to start the chain chomp off screen, but that might be a little too mean. Not entirely sure. Okay. So I think you have enough warning there. I do want you to have to run from it, though. Is it stuck? Oh, it's like in the wall now. Okay, so we need to put it here. Maybe? Okay, let's see what happens if you exit the pipe now. Yeah, see, I know the chain chomp's there, but when you're first playing it, you're not going to know it's there. I don't know. I don't want to kill you immediately. If you just stand still, it's not going to kill you, but if you walk, it's probably going to kill you. I think. So we'll probably use an audio cue here. And do the boss music. So put that here. And I think that'll be more effective. Oh. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Maybe we can move him even higher. Oh, I want to get out of SFX mode. What if we put him here? Oh. He doesn't move that fast. We need to re-up this constantly. Yep. Oh, I don't want the laugh. So many laughs. Or so many Bowsers, rather. I don't know what the best way to do that is. See, it just restarts. The boss music, I think, is meant for like enclosed spaces, and we just moved too far from it. Yeah, I don't know if I like that too much. So we'll just do it at the start and then whatever, I guess. We'll just use that as like a warning, I guess. This part is getting a little difficult to imagine exactly what's going to happen, but we're going to stick with it. I'm going to put some thwomps here. Some thwomps. Here we go. Okay. I need to go back and forth every time. I just saw something I want to change to. It's gonna be tough. Oops. Don't want to get rid of the sound effects. There we go. There. Looks a little better. Then maybe we'll put some fire bars on the second level. Maybe like that. I don't know. It's looking kind of rudimentary here, but I don't think it's too bad. Gotta wait to go through these. Are gonna need another power up around here somewhere. Maybe we'll put some enemies on that level as well. I'm thinking the Koopa Troopas. We could go with Dry Bones, actually. I think. That's my mother calling me. I will call her back after this is over. Put a Dry Bones here. And at the bottom, I think I want to change this bottom level to breakable blocks. And then we'll just put a bunch of bombs, I think. Which might be a little mean, but it could be cool. This part is feeling a little long, just because it's so big, but maybe it'll work. I don't know. Okay. We haven't put any bullet bills in or cannons yet either. We want this to be regular wall. And I think we want the edge to be regular wall too, actually. Okay. Oh, I just did exactly what I didn't want to do. Regular wall. There we go. And then we need blocks here. Okay. Let's put like cannons and bombs, I think. And I want them to be shooting fire. Is this how you do it? No. So regular cannons just shoot cannonballs. I don't think that you can change what they fire. I think you can change what the bullet bills fire though, right? Maybe not the red one. So if I put a Podoboo inside a... Okay, that's what I want to happen. So we'll put some... What do they call these? It's like Doom Pusher or something? I can never understand what it's saying. Is this what a level creator feels like? Hey man, I'm level creating as we speak, so I guess so. It's a lot of tiny tweaks and big decisions, I guess. And in the end, you never really know what you've got until somebody playtests it, but it's really fun for me. I want to be... I think being a level designer is really what I want to do for my career, so... I'll do something like this. You'll have to run through these. I don't want these to blow up prematurely, though, which is probably what's going to happen. Crap. Yeah, that's going to go off prematurely. I wonder if that's a good thing. Let's see what it looks like when we get down there. If we don't die. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's not such a bad thing. It only, like, mildly changed the terrain, actually. Huh. Maybe we want more bombs. Let's try 3. It's kind of interesting. So we'll start off, like, here. Wish I could look down while I'm playing, but... Oops. Well, we know that's kind of difficult. And then it sinks. That's awesome. I'm okay with that. As long as you don't get hit by a fireball. Oh. I was like, is that ever going to blow up? That's kind of cool. It's kind of random, too. So it's going to be different every time. Oh, that's way too far. What did we do before? Let's do like a tiny bridge here. Kind of like that. That's kind of neat. You have to make kind of tough jumps here, but like I said, it probably puts some blocks in the way. So it's not impossible for new players. I do like this bottom section actually now. It's kind of random what ends up happening here. So it's going to be slightly different every time, I think. And that's kind of cool. I still don't know how I feel about this chain chomp. Yeah, it's just going to stop when it hits the thwomp, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Let's see. If we can, like, release it somehow, that might be kind of cool. So maybe if we have a giant thwomp trigger immediately after you exit the pipe, that'll clear these blocks out, and then maybe the chain chomp will jump over them. I think that's what I want to do. Oh, not enough room. Okay. So we want this here. We don't want it to be able to kill the player. It's actually not triggering it at all. So maybe... Oh, I think that's because it's in the block. So what happens if we do this? Oops. I want this here. Okay, that works. And then it can't kill it. But then the chain chomp goes over it. That's not entirely a bad thing, though. Okay. We could work with that. And then maybe it will set a power-up free for you. Oh, that's not how that works. That could be cool if that was how that worked. Let's do this here. I want to erase this, actually. There. Did I leave any other sounds here? No. So this starts out... Oh. Now you're kind of confused about what's going on. Oh. It is kind of like a battle. What if we put another sound effect like every couple ones? Couple thwomps here. Couple ones. I don't know what that even means. So that sets that free. I don't know where our chain chomp went. Oh, we ended up down there. Huh. How are you gonna avoid that, though? Yeah. don't know. Yeah, maybe we'll just get rid of the giant chain chomp. I think he's cool, but I don't think it's going to work too much. We can kind of scare the player when they come out, though. Or maybe we could move this over to like here. Copy them and put them in between. That's kind of neat. So it's like big thwomps and little thwomps. Interesting. We want it to look like this. Yeah, that's not bad. I wonder what this is going to end up looking like. I mean, you still just end up running through it all. But it's kind of better than like your normal thwomp line, I guess. Meh, whatever. I'm not going to tweak it too much more. I wish we could have something else happen when that went off. Let's do like this. Something silly. That's kind of neat. How long is this going to last? That's not too long. Let's put this at the pipe entrance. That's kind of funny. I like that. Sure, we'll go with that for now. And these thwomps are going to keep going off too. It's not too random, but it is going to look a little different every time, I think. That's kind of cool, I like that. Okay. Oh man, I'm getting tired. The tablet's getting tired too. Battery's running out. But we're not to the blinking stage yet, so we're okay. So just to recap, when you exit the pipe, you end up here, and then you get the cloud. Be careful not to jump off. You can fly through the coins, and then we want probably another sound effect to go off. So maybe put that in the cloud. What's a good one? What's the phone do again? Oh, it's just literally a phone. No. I want music. This one, maybe? That's kind of silly. I like that. That's kind of cool. I think we need more coins. There we go. I don't want them to look like patterns, though. So they need to be a little more random. I don't know, it's hard to get that effect, but whatever. You can collect as many as you want here. Get rid of this one. Oop. Don't you hate that when you try and move one and then you create a bunch of others? It's like, it happens to me every single time. Okay. I like the ending now. I think. And that's going to keep playing because it's attached to the cloud. Nice. Very cool. Okay. And then again, if you jump here, you're just going to die. We could make it actually into a real pattern instead of just randomness. Maybe we should do that instead. It's going to take a little bit of time, but I don't know. If I copy paste, it's not going to take too long, I don't think. Because it looks a little too messy right now. Let's do this. I don't know if we're going to run out of coins, but I don't think so. Because eventually you do run out of some sprites. Enemies and some blocks. I know you run out of, because that's happened to me before. There, that looks a little better, I think. There's some uniformity. I'm not going to fix the errors, though. There. And then you're kind of guaranteed to get a ton of coins, so... Very nice. Some happy little coins. Just need to say that every single time. Okay. Very cool. Now the last thing I think that we need is something in this platforming section. What do we put here? Maybe a Magikoopa. Couple that are gonna ruin your day here. And on the harder jumps, I'm gonna put some helpers that the Magikoopas can destroy. Helper platforms. Assistant. I don't know what to call them. Training wheels. Something like this. Just so that the jumps are a little easier. Let's play through the whole thing and see how it feels. I know I'm going to need another power-up somewhere. Probably Fire Flower. Let's make this a random amiibo mushroom instead. I think I like that better. How do we do that again? Oh, we can't do that in Mario 3. I'm dumb. Oh, well. I mean, honestly, we could do this level in Mario 1 style instead. I don't know. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Nah, I don't like it. Well. What's the music for this again? Oh, right. Okay, then I think we need some like bullet bills at the top of this too. This part's kind of boring. Oh, I definitely want to move that door all the way over. I like that better now. Then we run along the top and go down to the main section. Oh, this looks cool now. I'm actually okay with it. Yeah, okay, this part convinced me, I think. Let's go with the Mario 1 style. I lied. Even though we can't throw bombs anymore, I think that doesn't matter too much. Oop. Really tricky here. Wizrobe. That's gonna be tough. Okay. Let's put a power-up. Is it too mean to wait all the way until here? I'm gonna try it. Or we need a question block. Let's put an amiibo here. Yeah, that's okay. We'll go back. This is taking an hour. Yes, like I said, it's gonna take a long time. This is actually probably a lot faster than I normally make levels, believe it or not. Okay. But thank you guys for watching, those of you that are still watching. I think it's just Pi now, and I think Lori has this in the background, but I think she's still watching Xbox, I'm not sure. Well, then this becomes a flag. That's okay, whatever. I actually like the flag better than the multi-box thing. I don't even know what you call that. The end from Mario 3. I like this better. Yeah, it still looks very castle-like. So we need something in this section, so we're going to put bullet bills here. And or maybe we should put cannons instead. Let's do cannons, since we haven't used those yet. We can probably do every other one. Maybe like this. That one's too close. Okay. And we still need something here. What do we put here? Not entirely sure. I am going to plug in my tablet real quick just so that it doesn't die while we are making this. Hold on just a sec. Okay, you gotta find an outlet. We can't unplug the Wii U. That's a bad idea. Let's plug it into the wall behind me. Unfortunately, you only get about 3 hours worth of time with the tablet charge, and that's not usually enough for me to do everything I want to do in Mario Maker for a day. So this is not going to be long enough, is it? Not quite. Actually, I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, we can work with this. Okay. I'm back. Let's get the rest of this done quick. Okay. So, yeah, I think this is fine. And now it's not going to die on us. Let's do... what here? We could do some Buzzy Beetle action. And some, let's see. Let's do like a chain reaction type thing. Like this. Then you're like cleaning up the castle here. Oh. So, probably need to move him over here. Then you're kind of racing to get down there. Oops.
Oh, Jesus, no.
Yeah, I think that's a little hard to get into, actually. Now that I look at it. Maybe we could make a safety net here. Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I don't know about this section anymore. Just kind of has to be there, I guess. Okay. That's so silly. Let's put... I did change this into an amiibo one, right? I believe I did. So then, what else do we want to put here? I'm going to put more than one Buzzy Beetle. Like maybe one here. And I want more things to be destroyed. So let's just put all kinds of stuff in here. Some Goombas. It's going to be another kind of reward section, fun section. Maybe there's not a lot of challenge in this early area anymore. So I don't know. Maybe we could put some cannons here too. It's kind of a precursor. And maybe something you have to avoid as you're climbing up. That might be too hard. That's not too bad, I don't think. Yeah, that's fine. Nope. Unless you fall off accidentally. Okay, that's fine. And then we get the amiibo. End up as Kid Icarus for this one. Okay. Alright, let's change it up with the Goombas. Let's do a bunch of different kind of things. Green Koopa, Red Koopa, and maybe a Hammer Brother. Will this kill a Bowser? I don't even know. I don't think we want a Bowser. Maybe we want a Bowser at the end of the interior part, though. They always have these Monty Mole guys. They're what are they called? Something wrench. I don't remember. They throw wrenches. Maybe we could dodge these two. I don't know, that's too much. Let's try this. Oh. See, we'll have to watch out for that. That's not bad. Get a bunch of 1-ups. Jump over that. And here, I think is where we can put our wrench guys. I'm gonna put them in the top of these. Rocky Wrench, there we go. I knew it was something wrench. Let's put them in all of them. That's fine. There we go. End up down here. Yikes. Let's try the whole level now and see just how hard it is. I think we can get through it without too much problem. I think we're just about done here. I don't want to go too much longer. It's kind of an ambitious level to do on the first stream, actually. But I'm having fun with it, at least. I hope you guys do. If not from watching me create it, at least I hope you guys play it and enjoy it. Oh, I don't know how that Hammer Brother jumped all the way up there. That was crazy. I mean, I knew that they jumped, but wow. I do like the Amiibo Mushroom better for that section, because if you were big, then you couldn't maneuver in that area. So I'll end up going down here. I like the jump sound he makes too. Okay. Oops. That section is kind of tough. I think that's okay though. Then you get another Amiibo Mushroom here. Dr. Mario in the house. Kill that guy. Oh. It was kind of hard to see that, but that's okay. Let's put this guy where? Let's put him here. Then we'll have something in the middle. Maybe like a boo. That's okay. Kind of encourage you to hurry. Okay. I'm gonna play through the end again. God. I don't even know what this kind of Mario is called. I think this is one of the new ones, actually, from the event courses. It's from some, like, TV show, I think. These blocks look a little awkward now. Let's just make them really thin. Okay. Play through it again. I like that it shows the trail of what amiibo you were playing as. Okay. You should put Bowser in or Bowser Jr. Okay, Diffromy33, thank you for the suggestion. I think that's not a bad idea, actually. Oh, got there in time. These fire jets look weird now because they're not originally in Mario 1, so the sprite looks kind of weird. But, yeah, we could put Bowser in at this section now. Kind of expand this a little bit more. Sure. I think we can do that sort of quickly. So we'll just move this here. I don't want you to have to worry about his fire too much, but... There. Okay. So let's put Bowser here. And we'll make it kind of a classic style Bowser where with the like enclosed space. Not that enclosed, but something like this. Put this here, copy paste all day. There we go. Just to make this uniform, I'm gonna fill in the top in case anybody downloads this and looks at it and is like, that dude didn't fill in the top part. What a lazy jerk. Okay. Now we can do this. How closed in do we want this to be? Maybe I like this layer here, actually. I like that the statues popped up here, too. Sure. Then we'll put some, like, platforms you have to get through, I guess. Maybe a couple moving ones. How hard is this? Not too hard, really. It is sort of difficult. Yeah, I could see that part giving you some trouble, for sure. I actually think I want to try putting in a checkpoint, because I haven't put in a checkpoint in a level yet. So let's put a checkpoint here. I don't know if I've unlocked that yet, though. If you guys know where to find the checkpoint option, let me know. So I'm not really sure. Huh. Maybe it's one of the other objects that you just shake? I'm not sure. Oh well. We will roll with it. Getting tired here. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of brain power. Not that I'm particularly intelligent, but it takes a while to get this perfect. And I wouldn't call this level perfect by any means, but it's kind of fun, I think. Okay, let's stop messing with it. We'll play through it once and then we'll upload it if it feels good enough. Okay. We got the Triforce Heroes this time. Nice. I think I'm going to put a sound effect there. Let's do... because I do like sound effects. Let's put that here. And then... let's continue. Actually, I'm going to grab that Amiibo Mushroom just so we don't die. Get Icarus again. Aw, thanks, Defromi. I really appreciate it. I will definitely put the level ID in the description of the video on YouTube, and I'll let you guys know what it is after we upload it here. So we play here, and then we've got a bunch of rocky wrenches to avoid. I do like them on every turret, I think. Hold on. Then we'll get right back to it. So let's do this. Maybe not at the first one, but at the last one for sure. So then we pop out. I'm gonna give myself a Amiibo Mushroom here. And we'll be sure to get rid of that. So we go here, we get the dancers, real fun time. And this might be the hardest section of the level so far, except unless the Bowser is like super hard, I'm not sure. Oop. Yeah, I always get hit there. Let me wait for the bomb. I like this random part at the end. It's really cool. I definitely want to do more kind of stuff like that. Yeah, and again, that randomness can really screw you over, or whatever. Maybe we should, if I could figure out where the checkpoint thing was, I would probably put it on this layer. I'm not sure. Actually, that's probably a bad checkpoint area. Maybe you can only put checkpoints in certain kinds of levels. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll just put a third power-up in. Man, there's stuff happening all over the place now. Because we didn't go through that first layer first. Okay, we'll wait for that. Yeah, this part might be a little frustrating, but I think that's okay. What is that? Oh, that's Cat Mario. I'm gonna move these question blocks over, because I like this better. Dr. Mario again. Nope. Okay. Definitely want a power-up at the end of this fire jet section. Oh, yeah, that part's kind of difficult, actually. Okay. We want these to be floating on something. Then we'll put a power-up here. Let's do another Amiibo Mushroom because I like them so much. Might as well use them. Got the Goomba. Okay, so now we just gotta avoid Bowser. Perfect. Alright, and then you get a reward at the end. Fly through all the coins. And you're done. Cool, I like it. I hope you guys like it too. It might be a little tough. Where do we want to put another power up here? I feel like one here is fine. Then we end up over here. What do we want to do? It's not very hard to avoid these rocky wrenches right now, but I think that's okay. We want to take this one out. Maybe at the end of here. It's kind of where I was feeling that I needed one anyway. Yeah. Because I could see you getting hit somewhere between here and the last time that I put a power up, so... Let's do that. Oh, don't want the eraser. Let's do this. Okay. We get the dancing girls. Get another amiibo. Oh, we're the, I don't remember what this one's called. It's like the board game one. I like the jump sound it makes. It's like a game piece. Clicking or something. Okay, we avoid all the bombs, all the cannons. Just in case you got hit there, we got another power up. That jump is a little tough, but it's okay. Yep. Good timing on the fire jets. Here's another one. Maybe that's too many power-ups, but I think that's okay. I think we're hitting the difficulty that we want to. I don't know how I avoided that. That fire just went straight through me. That was weird. Okay, I like it now. Yay! All the coins. Oh, it's just the normal ending music, of course. Okay, let's upload it. That's fine. So now the question is, what screenshot do we want to take? I think we want this to be the screenshot. Oh, gotta move it over slightly. How does this look? This looks almost good enough. Perfect. Okay. Whew, let's clear it. Man, that took forever. I might just change it to Castle in the Sky because that sounds better to me. I don't know. But Sky Castle, Castle in the Sky, whatever. Grab an amiibo. We keep getting that Goomba. I don't have a lot of them unlocked, so that's why we're getting a lot of repeats. But I don't want too many sound effects in here because they get kind of cheesy after a while, but more cheesy, I guess. Man, that Hammer Brother really likes to jump up there. So I'm glad I put that other power-up in. Might surprise you, at least. Yeah, it's kind of challenging to avoid these guys. If you wait too long, they're going to pop up and shoot you, for sure. So, you do kind of have to get through there quickly. Oh, this is that new one that we just unlocked. The Fox one, huh? So I guess that's a good reason to finish the PAX level and stuff, just to get those amiibos, if there are more. I would like a PAX amiibo a lot, actually. Oh, that Doom Pusher got destroyed. I like that section a lot. I think it's really cool. I think it would be a little too hectic for all 3 layers, but... the wizards just keep disappearing. Magic Koopas. Whoa, that was tough. Unexpected. Oh. Let's get a new one. Get the Fox again. This part is a little difficult. You might get screwed by the Bowser Fire too. Oh, that was lucky. Okay. Then we grab our Cloud. And that's it. Cool. I think we made a pretty cool level. Thank you guys for your suggestions. I think the Bowser really helped with the ending of that too. Sweet. Alright, let's upload it. Sky Castle. Let's call it Castle in the Sky. Too picky. Castle in the sky. This guy is in the castle in the sky. I've been streaming for too long, apparently.
I know.
But I'm excited. I'm happy with this one, and I haven't made a level in a while, so I'm definitely gonna have to post about this. All right, so here's the course ID. If you guys want to play it, I'll give you guys some time here. 16D9 0000 00F8 40CE. So I hope that's enough time for you guys to write it down. If not, I'm going to put it in the description of the YouTube video that you can check out on my channel. Probably upload it today or tomorrow. Depends on how much time I get. But yeah, I think we'll call that Dunsies for the stream today. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was actually a lot of fun. I was not expecting so many people to tune in for Mario Maker, but I was pleasantly surprised. And definitely going to stream some more Mario Maker later. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know. Hit me up on Twitter, on Twitch, give me a follow. Always really appreciated if you like this. So yeah, I've been Nick Burnhamore, Nostalgic One, and I will see you guys next time. I stream nearly every Monday night now, and sometimes Friday nights. I just ended up streaming on a Sunday today because I felt like I didn't have much else to do. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.